I really like Lord of the Rings. I knew that this set had been leaked a year ago and had been teased about a week ago, so I knew that today was going to be a big day. I was so excited that when I woke up, checked Instagram, and saw this magnificent set before I got in the shower, naked, I just about screamed and woke up Grace. There's very few things that get me that excited in the world of Lego, and anytime there's something Lord of the Rings announced, I am beyond ecstatic. I was so excited for this set and to make this video that when I came home, I put on my Lord of the Rings t-shirt and I pulled out my Lord of the Rings wedding band. And I may or may not have played with Bilbo's sword, Sting. Okay, I have seen a couple of the promotional photos, but I've not dived deep in. So what I'm seeing is, for the most part, new to me, outside of the box art and a couple other minifigure photos. All right, right off the bat, $460. That's a lot of money. $460 for 5,471 pieces. And if you subscribe to the belief that every piece should be about 10 cents, then I would say that looks pretty good. However, I'm more in the camp of price per stuff you're getting as my ratio that I feel comfortable with. So let's check it out, see if it feels like $460 worth of stuff. It's delicious. So I thought that this was like a rendering error, but it's actually gray bricks. Eye looks fantastic. Oh, I cannot wait to build this. The only problem I foresee happening is finding a proper space to put it if it's too tall. But that's a problem for tomorrow. Barad-dûr. Oh my gosh. This lovely box art is doing wonders for me, especially the orange glow in the background. The whole Return of the King has like this color hue every time that we go to a dark place. It's just complete pitch black dark with either red or orange background, so that's nice to see in the box. Oh my gosh, that eye looks so good. I'm really happy that they didn't go, I think, I'm happy that they didn't go with like a print for this, and that it looks, at least from here, brick built. My goodness, this looks amazing. All right, so we have an entrance. Looks a little bit blocky here, but I don't really mind that. It's funny because it's all made of blocks. But what is this? I'm wondering what this angle here is and how they got that, or if that's a new piece. But that looks nice. Let's see if we can zoom in. Yeah, that is brick built. That looks really good. Oh my gosh, this looks fantastic. I need it. $460 though. Let's keep looking. All right, so we looked at the box art already. All right, this is the kind of stuff I haven't seen yet, is the inside. All right, so I know that it's got the light brick there, and that's hopefully going to light up the eye pretty well. Now, it looks to me like this cannot swivel left and right. It can just swivel forward and backwards, which is fine. A set like this is not something that I'm particularly going to play with. I'm going to build it, set it up, and maybe rearrange the minifigures every once in a while. I don't mind the dollhouse view. What I mean by dollhouse view is where the back is cut out and allows you to have access to the inside. I really don't mind that at all. I know some people are up in arms because they can be angry about everything. All right, so this is some sort of little study with a ladder leading, or it looks like it's supposed to be leading to the roof. Beautiful. Okay, so we have a painting of Sauron with either the One Ring or a donut. I'm going to guesstimate it's the One Ring. A little bit below that, that looks like it's a sticker. Just like the ultimate Hogwarts set, Hogwarts Castle. I hated the sticker that was on the concave piece, so not looking forward to that. All right, the mouth of Sauron. Now I had the Blackgate set, but I never owned this figure. I got just the set off of eBay for like 80 or 90 bucks without the figures, which looking back was probably not the best deal, but it's okay. We've got some sort of swivel device here, so I'm sure that's a play feature. I have no idea what it is though. I'm sure we'll get a better look at the figure in just a little bit. All right, what is this? To me, this looks like the First Order from the sequel series of Star Wars. Oh my gosh. That Sauron minifigure, if this is going to be the only set that it comes in, is going to skyrocket after this set is done and off the market, because wow. This isn't even like a high density image. This is kind of pixelated, but man, that is gorgeous. Okay, below that, moving right along. Oh my gosh, this says menu. I bet this is a reference to the Two Towers. They're like, meat looks like meat's back on our menu, boys. And then they tear into the Uruk-hai corpse, the orc corpse. Oh my gosh. I don't remember the red bandana orc. Maybe there was like a Bloods and Crips part of Lord of the Rings I missed, but I'm pretty sure I've watched the Lord of the Rings Extended Edition more times than is healthy. So this whole area here, I mean, look at the number of studs it goes back. This whole area looks like it's a kitchen. And that's a huge amount of space used as a kitchen. I don't know what else they would have done with it. Something to note about this building in the Lord of the Rings movie is we never actually get to see the inside of this set. As far as I'm aware, we never see the inside. We see glimpses of the outside of the tower a lot, especially the eye, like in flash scenes. But then the only other time we may see the inside is when the tower is, spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movies yet. If you haven't seen the movies, what are you doing with your life? But when the tower collapses and falls at the end of Return of the King, I think that's the only time we really even get to see part of the inside, and at that point it's debris. So if that's just a kitchen, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. If that's just a kitchen, that is a huge amount of space for a kitchen, but I think it's kind of hilarious. Okay, down here, it looks like we've got a blacksmith, we've got a forge. I love this, like, the illusion of lava flowing down, or maybe it's melted iron ore. And then we've got all these weapons. To me, this looks like the Uruk-hai sword that they had back in 2012 with the Battle of Helm's Deep set. Maybe it's a new mold, I don't know. But even if it's the old mold, I am thrilled to get some more. This is kind of funny. Wonder if this was somebody that wouldn't talk to the mouth of Sauron, or what happened to him, but R.I.P. I love the curvature right here. Just like the movies. Click. Ooh, okay. It looks like from here, unless they're just doing this for the promotion's sake, you could just take off the tower. Like you can take off at least the top of the tower from this base. And if that's the case, that's awesome, because I always like extra playability or access, like hard to reach spots like this. The other set that this kind of reminds me of, and it's the total opposite theme-wise, is the Disney Princess Castle. Because it sort of had this D shape. See, the D shape. And it was difficult to reach back into here, so I wonder if this is their solution. Maybe it's just so, if you're like me and you like to take photos of the sets after you've built them, you get some more light in there. Maybe that's the case. I don't really know what this little cave thing here is. Although, that is a silver fish piece. So I wonder if Gollum is meant to sit in there. Because I know Gollum comes in the set. If that's a fish, I bet that's for Gollum. Ooh, hang on, what's going on in here? Okay, we got armor. I don't recognize this helmet. That, I bet, is a new mold. I don't mean like when you're in the shower and you look up at the ceiling and there's little black specks on the ceiling. That's mold. This is a new plastic mold for Lord of the Rings. Oh my gosh, that's exciting. I don't recognize these either. Over here. No, go back. There we go. Right here. I do not recognize those at all. And unless I'm mistaken, I don't think these shields are old either. We are just spoiled for choice, aren't we? I'm a little bit surprised at how much color they've got going on. And I'm happy to see that because Barad-dûr is it's just black. Like, it's a black tower. Yeah, there might be the odd gray stone outside of it, but every time we see the building in the movie, the lighting is super low because it's dark. It's supposed to be the ashen clouds that have taken over Mordor. So I'm really happy to see the color kind of break up some of that black. We've got like a whole lava scene over here that I didn't notice before. I wonder if this is supposed to be like a, I don't know, lava flow from Mount Doom sort of thing. Like they've routed the lava from Mount Doom through this tower for the purpose of the blacksmith. I don't know, but it looks nice. Ah, it is a kitchen. There's some grog. That looks really quite nice. Yeah, that looks really good. I'm not going to spend too much time on that because it's just a kitchen. I really like what I'm seeing here because, look, we've got all this extra space now. So that means that the build is at least divided into 3 pieces, whether that's for movement, for light, for whatever the case may be, access. I like that a lot. Okay, we've got the First Order from Star Wars going on. This, I bet, is the throne for Sauron. I like that a lot. I'm a fan of the Lord of the Rings TV show, and they show Sauron getting up and kind of walking past a throne. And it's not quite that look, but it's a start. I wonder what this is for. This little knob here. I wonder if that's like to hang something. Oh, hang on a sec. We've got a Technic beam. I bet there's a play feature here. What it is, I have no idea. There we go. Okay, so the last piece. So this separates into 4 total pieces. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. I am just so happy. Is Barad-dûr the most iconic building from Lord of the Rings? No. I think that would either be Helm's Deep or Minas Tirith or even Bag End. However, the Eye of Sauron is incredibly memorable and iconic, so I think that this was a really solid choice for a big set. Man, that just looks so nice. We've got dual molded rubber tips here, because these aren't hard plastic. This looks really, really good. Oh, I'm so excited for this. To me, this whole set is telling me that there needs to be a Lord of the Rings watch-a-thon, a marathon. That looks fantastic. I like that the whole building's in a certain scale, but they've still included like a walking minifigure scale entrance or exit. That looks really good. Here we go. Okay. Looks like a new mold for Gollum, or yeah, definitely new mold, because his ear on the original mold was much sharper, pointed out a bit more, and his face is much more evil looking here. This Frodo kind of looks like the one we already got in Rivendell. Same with Sam, but maybe I'm wrong. This is probably the first con I'm seeing on the set. At this point in the story, Sam and Frodo have gone through a ton of just not some good times. And their clothes are scuffed up. There's dirt on their faces, their clothes. I would have liked to see a bit more scuffing, maybe aging, a patina, if you will, on their clothing. But I'm happy to get more Lord of the Rings, so I even feel bad complaining, because I'm just happy that we get Lord of the Rings. Okay. Let's focus on these three. All right. It's hard not to look over. We have an orc that is worthy of Thor's hammer. And that's probably just for the blacksmith, but that's okay. This looks amazing. First of all, I love when there's leg printing, but when the graphic design goes above and beyond, like here, I'm even more happy. Mouth of Sauron, to me, looks very similar to the one we already got back in 2013 with the second wave of Lord of the Rings. But that looks amazing. I'm really happy to get one of him. And here's the granddaddy of them all. Oh my gosh, Sauron. The printing looks amazing. I bet that the helmet, mask, and the shoulder armor are one big piece, kind of similar to Chewbacca. That looks incredible. I'm a little bit disappointed, and I say that hesitantly because it still looks amazing, but Sauron is this toweringly large being. And to give him like regular minifigure legs and torso and arms and all that almost seems like a disservice. I think that he would have looked a bit goofy with the Avatar legs that they've got, like the extended Avatar legs. So I don't know if that would mean like a new mold, or it would mean longer legs, bigger torso, and all that. But on its own, it looks incredible. And that mace is not a new piece. That is a couple existing pieces put together to make that, to create that mace, which is fine. Okay, and the last four right here. Okay, that's definitely a new shield piece. I love that it's got a print on it. The sword here, the Uruk-hai sword, looks exactly the same as the old one. I would be shocked if that's a new mold. Printing here looks fantastic. I mean, really, all of the printing on all of these figures look incredible. Especially this armor shield right here, this chest plate. Oh my gosh, I keep saying oh my gosh, but I feel like I'm speechless. The figures look incredible. The set's gorgeous. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Box art, I'm not going to spend too much time on. I made fun of this guy on my Instagram because how can you build this set, have this beautiful of a piece, and not be smiling? Like, fake fan. Yeah, shows right here. I should have looked at this first. Shows the 4 distinct sections that you can take apart. Ooh, what is this? That kind of looks like the slope where Frodo and Sam are waiting for the eagles. But they've got their masks on, which tells me that it's after they've gone through the armory. Sam has saved Frodo. All right, so we've got some sort of black hinge back here. Yeah, I don't think this moves left and right. I think it just moves up and down. That's a great shot. Right here. This shot of Frodo and Sam. That's great. Okay. So this door opens up. So is this this is the throne. Okay, so some sort of play action here. Okay, yeah, it is that knob. You push that in and it opens up the throne, it looks like. Or just a doorway. And I think that's a palantir. Which, if you follow the books, Sauron definitely had access to. Because how else was he supposed to corrupt Saruman? This is gorgeous. Yeah, how can you build this and not smile? This guy's miserable. And of course, the most barren mid-century modern background that you could have. I know Jang Bricks likes to make fun of this stuff too, so I don't want to do it too much, take his idea, but how can you not smile when you're building this? I mean, this is just awesome. I don't want to harp on it too much, but the dimensions are a little bit off from the movie. This should be just a bit taller, like the eye should be somewhere up here, but that would have increased the price tremendously, I'm sure. And I think as is, it looks incredible. I'm interested to see how bright the eye looks because it's made of orange and red, or just maybe orange translucent bricks. I'm interested to see how bright that gets in a room that has the lights on. If the reflectability of that is going to be good, bad, or the ugly. I mean, I don't know if I could justify this one to Grace. Hey, on our entry table, can we have a lamp, my wallet, and Barad-dûr? I don't think she's going to go for that. But that is epic. I mean, look how small the figures are compared to this. I'd like to see this sitting next to Rivendell. That would give me a pretty good sense of scale. That looks amazing. Spider. A little play feature here and there is nice. All right, what do we got here? It looks like plans, or at least a scroll of the other rings. The other rings of power. Interesting. We got our kitchen scene. These pieces look really nice here. Give it some texture instead of just a flat gray and black side. Yes, we get a new Palantir. The last Palantir we had came with the Tower of Orthanc, and that one was black, and it was like a muddy green. I think I liked that one more than this, but I think I'll have to save my judgment for in person. I could just swap it out too. I've still got my Tower of Orthanc buried in my closet somewhere. All right, that's it. Okay. Overall thoughts. This is amazing, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. If all goes well, I will be there day one at the Lego store in Disney Springs to pick this bad Chad up. To me, it looks like it's worth $460. Of course, I want it to be cheaper. I mean, you could look at any Lego set on their site, and I would love it to be cheaper. But for almost 5,500 pieces, and a set that is toweringly large, I am thrilled. And I know that there's a gift with purchase. I should have just gone to Jay's Brick blog first because he's got some other photos I haven't seen before. We got it all laid out on the wood. That looks nice. This looks really good. It almost looks like this is gray and up here this is black. I'll be interested to see what that looks like in person. Maybe the white balance is just off. Look at that head. That looks really, really good. Oh, I'm so excited to get this. All right, so the whole thing is 32.6 inches, almost 3 feet tall. It says right here, 10 centimeters taller than the Lego Orthanc. Looks like they've added some tower pieces there. That eye just looks so good. It's a really cute little build for this. Didn't take up too many pieces. Nice little side build. Look at these masks. I didn't see this before. I mean, that is without a doubt the armor helmets that they put on. These are new molds. We get a lot of new minifigure based molds in this set. That is just incredible. Okay, here's what I wanted to see. Jeepers creepers, look at the size of this thing. That is just going to be a difficult thing to put on a shelf. I think what I'll do is I will clear off Grace's nightstand and just put this on the nightstand and hope she doesn't notice. We'll see how that works. Okay, here we go. Here's the gift with purchase. I did see this earlier. The Fell Beast, which is what the Ring Wraith rides in Two Towers and Return of the King. Which, it's like a snake dragon almost. Alright. I don't think the box art's doing it a whole lot of justice here. I know they're going for that 18 plus look, but I think that in this case, the black on dark pieces doesn't do it a whole lot of justice because this just looks miles better. I'm not sure if this is going to be a gift with purchase available to everybody or just if you purchase the tower. I'm going to guesstimate that it is just if you purchase the Barad-dûr set. It says if you order it between the 1st and 7th of June, or while stock lasts, which could be 2 hours or could be 2 days. You never know with Lego and gift with purchases. Anywho's, thank you all so much for watching. I plan to have a video update out about the storage unit that got broken into in a few days. But for now, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.